Ladies and gentlemen, adjust your headphones.
Come on in and shut the front door. You are welcome to the You Should Know podcast, the news from the antagonist shoes. Mike, how are we doing? How was your weekend? How you feeling?
Yeah, we good, man. We good. People told me the weather was good. I don't know. I was inside all day, but I heard the weather was banging.
I'll come at work again.
Look, they're killing me, man.
Make it sound like you work in an air raid shot or something like that.
They're killing.
You can't see
There's
no
one
sun.
window where I work.
One you're on the basement floor. You're in that TFE office, boy. TFO office.
TFO.
Underground office. Yeah, no, the weather was nice this weekend. It was actually quite nice. Yeah, one day it did rain a bit, but can't really complain, man.
Oh, nice. We're back in a British summer. Obviously,
Yeah.
Euros coming up, Love Island coming up.
Yeah, the big British pastimes, Love Island,
Of course,
football, of course. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they do this year.
beer, barbecue, and freedom.
Boy, that's the American idea. So I'm not even sure what the British alternative here is. This is way complaining, probably. But
Yeah, definitely.
we look forward to all of the great British pastimes this year. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the first segment, the Undercover Gems, where we look at some of the weird and wonderful news stories that you may not have realized. So, Mike, I've got a little guest line for you here. Drunken British soldier tries to order McDonald's from who?
From who? Drunken soldier. All right. What person would look like McDonald's?
Can you tell me?
You know what? I think Golden M. Who has a Golden M? I wouldn't be surprised if he went into KFC and just said, "Yeah, give me 5 chicken selects," like confidently. Like
And they were like, "What?"
They were like, "What?" And then this guy maybe was very aggressive. Then he just made it for him. Like
it's actually a female, I believe.
A female soldier.
Yeah, I think it's female. Yeah,
that's true. You can't discriminate.
Exactly.
Female soldier. All right, cool. It's even worse, man. Yeah. What?
Why is it even worse?
That's even worse, man. She probably went to KFC, asked for 20 nuggets.
Why?
She's a woman. I just have this thing. Maybe there's a comedian I know who's got a joke about his missus wanting chicken nuggets. So now I think chicken nuggets. I think of a drunk girl wanting chicken nuggets. Synonymous.
Yeah.
He's made it synonymous.
Yeah, I did know a girl who she would always. Well, when we were out, she would definitely say, "Let's go and get 40 chicken nuggets."
40.
So,
I didn't. Yeah.
They do the whole. No, 20. Sorry, 20. Yeah,
20. Okay.
20. The box of 20. Yeah.
I didn't know you can ask for 20 nugget meal. You just say 20.
Just 20 nuggets. Yeah, he's got time for drink and chips. You think there's room in the stomach for that? Just give me the good stuff.
Nah, I think fast food restaurant people need to exercise restraint on the customers, man. If they're doing too much, hey, like, are you sure you know the health consequences of what you're gonna order?
Give them what they want. It's like when people get the tattoos and it's like, yeah, give me a tattoo of a bottle of water on my arm. The guy's like, yeah, sure, it's your arm. They should treat them with the same level of respect. You know what you want, okay?
Everybody needs a sanity assessment.
No. That's how you make your money, boy. That's not you make your money.
True.
But what's your perception on this story here?
I generally think she went into KFC with full confidence, asked for 20 nuggets and a McFlurry, and they didn't give it to her.
Okay. All right. Well, no, not true. Not true at all. It didn't even involve a different kind of fast food chain.
What the hell?
Oh, yeah. No. So drunken British soldier tries to order McDonald's drive-through from the police. So, yeah, a lot to unpack. A British Army Lance corporal who was so inebriated, she tried to order some chow from a police officer at McDonald's drive-through. The officers were there. They arrested her, according to the Daily Mail. So basically, Kaylee Marie Goodall, she was spotted on CCTV driving erratically around Yorkshire, right? Jeez. So I think probably the police were tipped off, and she didn't realize she went into a drive-through, McDonald's drive-through that was closed.
Oh,
But the
my
police were there. I
goodness.
think they were waiting for her, if anything. But when they arrived,
They're waiting for McDonald's to open. What do you mean they're waiting for her?
they caught her on the CCTV. So when the police arrived, she tried to order food from their car window.
Nah,
So,
she's
so she's
finished.
that gone that she's looked at the police
Wow.
officers in their car and said, "There's the drive-through window."
Wow.
And so they said, "Wowzers, you're this ex. Give me your license. You got a ban, 12-month community
Jeez.
service of 100 hours plus fines." And yeah, she even got court-martialed by the military as well. So
What, the military sacked her or what? As a caution?
no, I think they what did I say here? I think they basically court-martialed her, which is like punishment for people in the military. And they've got their own military police and military courts and stuff like that.
What?
You're tried differently. Yeah, you can be tried differently, whether you're a citizen or you're in the police. Have you never heard of military police?
No, I knew they had like
Down by the
their own-
army barracks in Woolwich, sometimes
Yeah.
you drive by there's military police that go up and down. They're looking for soldiers who are in trouble because sometimes they go into the
Bro.
pubs and start causing trouble. So they call the military police. They come with their hammers and start knocking their heads to get them out.
I didn't know this. I know you could like be like a medic in the Air Force and that, but I didn't know they had their own whole
Yeah.
system.
Yeah, got their
Wow.
own separate. Yeah. So yeah, she had to deal with all of that.
Nah, that's
Yeah.
peak, boy. How are you that mess that you police window? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's going through your head. You see a police car flashing lights, and you say, "Oh yeah, McDonald's. That's it."
Jeez.
That's all I wanna go
Nah. She's met. I don't know what she had. Whatever she had, don't serve it to me. Because whatever she had, don't serve it to me.
She got served a healthy fine and some bands. That's what she got served. Nothing with the ingredients that she was looking for. I promise you that. Nothing.
She gonna regret that. All right, cool. Funny enough, my story this week for you involves the police. Florida man throws ex at police during wild police chase. So Florida man throws ex.
Do you know what? I think I've got an inkling of what this is. I'll be honest with you.
Let's go.
I feel like I definitely saw somebody. I think it was someone put it on Twitter or something like this.
Yeah.
But it may not be Florida, but I do know there was a man who was in the police chase and he threw a baby or something like that. He threw like a 2-month-old baby.
Yeah.
I didn't read the story. I just saw the headline and I said, "Oh my God, I'm going to sleep." But I don't know how, if it's the same story, you need to fill me in because I don't know how he managed to pick up a baby. I don't even know if it's his. Like, doesn't he have like a pen or something? Why is he throwing baby? I hope the kid's alive.
He didn't have quarters in his car to throw.
He's something. You gotta go what's left. All right, you living being. And that shit they release.
Nah, you spot on. Yeah, you spot
right
on.
story. Okay.
Yeah, that's it, man. And I was thinking about this. Obviously, the man that was being chased is a black man. Obviously, I'm a black man in the UK. I have no idea what it is to be a black man in the States, especially during a police chase. We know what the police can do. They can kill you in an instant over there, innit?
This guy's dashing babies.
There's no justification for dashing a baby.
I don't care who is chasing you. Could be the devil himself. For a baby out the window. What the hell?
Apparently, it wasn't even like a little toss. Apparently, it was like an overhand, sort of like a pitcher at Rounders. He just came with.
I should have laughed.
Like, I just think, like, how does that become a thought? Like, what is going through your brain?
What happened?
So obviously, John Henry James III. I always say don't trust a man with a first name for a surname. But anyways, my man, he was he was driving erratically and the police tried to pull him over. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe he had a mad warrant out for him. I don't know. Maybe he had drugs in him. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just postulating here. And so then he just goes on a wild chase for like 40 minutes. So then they kind of corner him in like this car park complex at an apartment. And then he jumps out the car and then he just dashed the baby at the officer and then tried to get away. Like, I don't know what he thought the baby would do. Like, the baby would distract all these, because obviously by this time he had helicopters on him, innit? Like,
it's the whole shebang, innit?
When the helicopter's on, you just give up.
It's all long. You're not outrunning a helicopter, yeah.
Just give up, innit? Just leave it, innit? Like, I don't know, maybe wanted to throw the baby at the helicopter to distract it or whatever.
Captain America, how strong is that throw, man?
I don't know at all. Fortunately, Fortunately, the baby was unharmed. Like it was caught by another officer.
Oh, really? It was that.
Yeah.
So he was that close to them.
Yeah, I think that's 6 feet away or something. Like, they weren't that far away from them. It's like I think they cornered him in. He knew the gig was up, innit? So then he must have got the car. So and it's his own child, you know. It's not
It's his own child.
Yeah, his own
He
child.
said, "Listen, you got to take the fall for me."
Yeah, he said, "Look,
I'll make another one."
What you trying to be a real nigga?
Yeah, you gotta hold this L for me, young one.
Literally.
Oh my god, that is a mess.
No, complete mess. Complete mess.
So when I heard the story, I thought the guy was like high speed chase. He was driving, it just dashed out the window.
Oh no.
I don't know, maybe to get rid of some weight in the car or just throw. That's I thought he licked the flipping windshield or something like that. That's what I thought. I said, no, give this guy 1 billion years. Like, give him a billion years.
He in big trouble. Regardless, you can't. You can't. 2 months old. Like this child's gonna grow up and see this headline.
Yeah,
He's gonna have to explain.
Yeah,
why he died.
He's gonna have to say, "Listen, you said it was cool. I asked you, and you said, yeah."
Said Gaga.
Yeah.
You should have said Gaga.
Yeah. He said you gave me permission, B.
Yeah,
madness.
He's been charged with aggravated child abuse, battery, fleeing and eluding.
Oh, just give him everything. Give him all of the crime. Yeah, even give him jaywalking. I'm sure he did that.
Just add it.
Give him all of them. Yeah,
sprinkle it on.
Give him all of them.
He's a bad guy. Let's move on to the main segment of the pod. This is the You Know Better segment. This is where, in turn, one of us will summarize a news story from the past week, and the other has to consider that news story from the antagonist's shoes and ask themselves, should they have known better? So, Junior, I'm going to start with you. You probably heard about this story. President Buhari bans Twitter in Nigeria. So last week, President Muhammadu Buhari and the federal government of Nigeria announced a plan to ban Twitter throughout the whole country. The whole of Nigeria is banned from using Twitter. And this was in response to the social media site deleting a tweet sent by the president in which he was seen or deemed to be threatening Biafra separatist militants. Basically saying, and I quote, he would treat them in the language they understand. So for some context, there was a Nigerian civil war in the late 1960s, of which Buhari was fighting in, and he was on the winning team, but about 1 million people lost their lives, unfortunately. And Twitter, in reference to this, obviously felt he violated their rules, banned his account for 12 hours, but then the Nigerian gov took this like a Nigerian would and took it personally and announced on Twitter themselves that they're leaving Twitter. Oh, that irony.
The whole government.
The whole government said, look, we are leaving Twitter on Twitter, and no one in Nigeria can use Twitter now because obviously of this.
What are they going to do? Create that blog site like Donald Trump? Is that what they're going to do?
I don't know what they're going to do, the government. I don't know what they're going to do. So, Junior, I'm going to put you in a native garment of President Buhari.
Yeah, I should have brought my squashed hat.
This guy Durag.
Should have worn my squashed hat and look like
in Atlanta, Georgia, or you in Abuja? What is it?
I'm in Lagos today.
Lagos. You should be.
I'm kicking off in Lagos.
The presidential palace.
I just come back from work. I've just heard this news story and I'm furious because they've removed my tweet. I'm furious. But honestly, really and truly, why are Twitter removing the tweets? You know, because there's a lot of strife in Nigeria right now. Okay, yeah, you've got these separatists, you know, running around creating attacks. You know, attacking the fine people of Nigeria, trying to succeed. It's not happening. Okay, we'll settle our differences diplomatically. So I just put out a message. Yeah. Some will say thinly veiled threat. I would say strong and commanding. Okay.
Okay.
We won't stand for any of this violence, brutality in the country. Okay. So why I'm saying that, is because I don't see anything wrong with that message. Yeah. So why this Jack Dorsey guy, why are they looking at my tweets? I don't know anyway. How many people around the world? And you're not coming to focus on me and my Twitter account. It doesn't make sense. They're paying too much eye to me. So they need to step back, number one. But number two, I realized that as president of this country, I have to bring it together. Wherever I go, the country goes. So if I'm leaving Twitter, then the whole country will also be leaving Twitter. Okay,
joint enterprise.
Joint. Listen, if I, the president, lead, the country should follow. All right. So this is what we're doing. Everyone, Nigerian, even if you live in Iceland, if you live in the UK, America, cancel your Twitter account.
So delete
everything. Everybody. Finding your genealogy.
Genealogy.
If you're American and you don't know you're Nigerian, do DNA test and then delete Twitter, because that's what we're doing right about now. Yeah, because I've had enough. There's too much misinformation on Twitter. There's fake news. People are saying stuff about me is not true. I'm saying stuff about people that's also not true, but it doesn't matter. But I've had enough. We're leaving because they tried it in the UK. They did it with their blackout against online hate. There was no authority behind it. Did Boris Johnson lead it? No. What happened? Nobody took it serious. I'm taking it serious. Everybody's off Twitter. If we're not also careful, everyone will be off TikTok, Snapchat, and any other social media account that I don't like or starts removing my stuff.
Everyone off TikTok.
We'll be off everything. And if I catch you using a VPN or whatever, I'll smash your phone. So just be careful. And that's what I've got to say on this point. I'm not sure when we're going to begin this. When I don't even know. Have they started already?
They started. People.
Okay, yeah. We started already. So no VPNs, please. Everybody adhere to it. Yeah. We'll give you further news when I'll give you further news when we're back online. But until now, stop.
He said no VPN. Rory shook. He said no VPN.
How's he dodgy? How's he gonna block the whole country? 177 million. He's mad.
The madness.
Absolute madness.
Ego is serious. I thought you lose an ego when you sort of gain assets and power, but look at this man's ego. They deleted a tweet. And he's one tweet. He said, no Twitter. None of
for the whole country.
The whole country. That's what you call a stray bullet. You're minding your business on Twitter. Then you can't go access it. It's a madness.
As if the whole country would join me. Why is that? It's like, honestly, it's like calling an airstrike when you've got a fly in your bedroom. It's just not even proportionate.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Like, honest to God. Mental. Absolute mental.
He's Donald Trump himself, isn't it? He's Donald Trump himself. He took himself off the platform.
But at least Donald Trump didn't take the whole country. That's something I expect him to have done.
No, but he tried to do TikTok, to be honest. He tried to. He was threatening with TikTok. He said, "You don't get by her." He said, Chinese spies or whatever.
He actually did try, but this one, he's actually said the whole country off. I saw some of the news stories flying around on like Nigerians on VPNs on Twitter yesterday. They were like,
of course,
we're dodging you and stuff like that.
Of course, they have to, because he knows that. I think part of it is obviously when we had the SARS violence. Obviously, he's talking about corruption and violence. Obviously, he's government, and people were initiating violence against the youth, campaigning against the violence and the brutality of SARS. And it was Twitter, which was one of the main mediums and vehicles for people to communicate. And it's how I found out about it. I wouldn't have found out about it without Twitter, without people in the diaspora, people in Nigeria making noise about it and making it clear that, look, this was going on, seeing the videos and the photos and stuff. So, and I believe that Jack Dorsey did financially support and endorse some of the campaigns run by Nigerians in the country. And obviously we had our own hashtag. So maybe, Buhari's seeing things like that. And obviously those things are campaigns against him and his regime. So maybe he's, maybe he's looking for a reason to get off the side.
There you go, innit? Yeah, it's a pre-context to the whole situation. He's thinking, right?
Yeah.
Social media is obviously very powerful in galvanizing people. And I guess this is obviously, like you just said, giving them an excuse to go, right, we're going to do this ban. And now it's going to basically... So I'm sure he's getting some heat in his country, for not just for SARS, but for other things as well.
100%.
And so he's used that. It would just be interesting to see if any other leaders take this strong arm approach in the future. You know,
They got madman in Trump, and we'll see. We'll see. I think Boris is too jovial for something like that, isn't it? Like
he's not business in for that.
He doesn't. He's not serious about that.
I don't think he can even do that here. How is he gonna call EE and say, "Listen, banter"? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
What have you got? What have you got for us this week?
Right. Well, I've got another story that actually relates to social media accounts as well. And actually kind of ties into what we were talking about with people in government having a go at social media accounts. It's like they've got nothing better to do, honest to God.
It's a theme now.
Yeah, so Priti Patel tells social media networks to take action as videos of migrants costing the channel go viral. So again, you've got someone here, so listen, at least Buhari said, listen, we will do the action. She's gone there and said, to do this. So basically, Home Secretary Priti Patel has written to social media companies and says they need to actually focus on removing some of the videos online that are basically showing migrants crossing the English Channel into the UK. Now, why this is a huge issue for her, not the migrants crossing, but actual videos, I'm not entirely sure, because she's wrote to companies to say they must deal with the totally unacceptable posts promoting the lethal crossings. So she's also said that the posts which promote and even glamorize these lethal crossings are totally unacceptable. Totally unacceptable. So that's the full quote. Now, most of these videos have been shared on TikTok, again, in the firing line. Some have been watched over 800,000 times, and they show groups of men crossing the channel with little dinghies and stuff like that. And so there's this big hoo-ha about these videos being removed, and most of the criticism that is coming towards Priti Patel is that why is she focusing on the social media accounts? Why is she focusing on these videos? Surely there are bigger issues at play here, larger issues about the crossings, the security of the crossings, why people are crossing in the first place, what's been done to Calais. There are bigger things for her to go after than social media accounts glamorizing crossings. Okay, I don't even know how you glamorize a crossing, but I would like you to tell me, Priti, or someone in that camp, why you feel this is a topic that needs to be tackled. First and foremost, why is this at the front of your agenda?
We know the power of social media, and we know it can galvanize people, particularly young people, to do things they shouldn't want to be doing. We had the chili challenge where people were eating chilies because someone else was eating chilies. We had the ice bucket challenge where people were throwing ice bucket of water on themselves because of ice bucket. So we know that social media is a vehicle to encourage people to do stupid things.
Right.
So if people see each other crossing the channel in a dinghy, other people do it too.
What? Wait, which other people?
What?
Other migrants, other young people.
Young people may try it too, but the migrants, they're going to be, emboldened.
Yeah,
they're going to see themselves in the middle of the English Channel, and they're going to say, "This could be me." We don't need that inspiration.
Right. So your point of view is that they're making it look like this is a wonderful thing to do.
100%.
Across the channel,
they're all putting emojis in the videos. That celebrating thumbs up. They need to stop all the emotion.
Yeah. They shouldn't be happy that they've made this.
Yeah, why are they making it sound like they're on a P.O. Ferry's ferry there? They're not on a dinghy, and they're making it seem like there's luxury. There's no luxury in there. They're risking everything, and the thing is, sometimes they play positive background music.
There's a hip hop in the back.
The TikTok video. Yeah,
what music did you hear?
Yeah, very supportive music.
Is it be rolling?
Riding Dirty by Charmeleon.
That's what they had on.
That's what they had on in the video. So it's not good. It's not good because it's not. Right. They're risking everything. You put a positive spin. Then obviously you need to understand the power of music. Music can make you think that you're someone that you're not.
It's true.
People can't swim.
It's true.
And in the English Channel, what are you doing? That's why me and my government are making it clear: don't cross. Don't cross.
I assume for some of them that they're crossing. Not because they feel like it's glamorous doing that crossing, but to try and find a better life, because a lot of them don't make it. Some of those posts, they're at the bottom of the ocean because some of those people just don't make the crossing.
Yeah, and so, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
Obviously, we it's unfortunate when people sort of die and they risk their lives crossing the channel. But we, the British taxpayers and the British public, we can't pay for their funerals. So all I would say to that is we can't pay or we can't be held responsible. We do not want people to cross.
Right. So why this is the key point I have for you then. Why is it that tackling the social media accounts, why is that first and foremost? Why is it not dealing with actual people crossing? People are saying you're deflecting is what I'm trying to get.
Deflect. Well, social media is such a huge vehicle nowadays. Social media is part of the problem. People are glamorizing things. If you don't share things, how would you know about things, you know? So without social media, without that communication, people won't be, you know, seeing it. You stop putting Charmeleon on the video, you know, stop putting these positive spins on the videos. And that encourages people. Young people see these videos and want to act. You know, some young people see an advert and they want the trainer. Young people see something. It's all about the advertising. This is a form of advertising.
Advertising. Do you know what? I think there is some elements of truth in what you've said. I definitely think some people who see those videos, they go, "Yeah, they made it. We want to also make it across."
They made it. Yeah, they see
I just love to know how many of the 8,000 people are also people trying to do that crossing. That is what I would love to know. I'm not sure. I'm not saying you got the answer to that.
I'm just saying they see the video. The next month they see their friend working somewhere, making some money, and you're on Calais. You're gonna risk it too. You're gonna risk it too. You know, if their person's working in JD Sports now, you know, selling trainers, he's the king of trainers. He can listen to Charmeleon in the store.
He also wants a holiday. He hasn't left the country. No. Dingy. No quarantine after that, do you?
No, that's
just land up on Kent or Battle and Hastings or whatever that place is. Just
that's it. 1066, most definitely.
Yeah, and I definitely can stop it. I can definitely see there's elements of that which makes sense. I can see people who see the crosses because they were like, yeah, they had flags and they were like, we made it, baby, and stuff like that. Obviously,
life jacket, that life jacket on.
Yeah, but they made it across and stuff like that. And, yeah, a lot of people saw those videos, right? But I think the people who are doing that crossing, yeah, whether they saw the video or not, they're gonna do it. You don't end up in Calais and go, do you know what?
Of course.
I'm not really interested in crossing no more. You're gonna go. As long as you got the money, I think they're gonna go anyway. So
I love the way people now blame social media like it's a new phenomenon. People were crossing this channel way before any social media. So now the way they put it on social media is beyond ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous argument, and they do it with music too. Oh well, you know, drill music does this and rap music does that. Look, when Simon Thomas chopped someone's ear off in the Bible, what music was he listening to? What music was he listening to?
Yeah, the boy, he had some next playlist.
Jesus to the cross. What music were they listening to then? Get out of here, man.
That Pontius Pilate playlist, boy.
Must have slapped.
It's funny because she did the same. I know there was a bit of controversy of that image of her. I don't think it was even a raid. I'm not sure if it's been debunked. I can't even verify.
Oh, yes.
But there was that image where it looked like she was part of it. Anyway, whether it was or not, it looked like she was part of an operation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is she there? Why is she there? Do you know what I mean? Shouldn't they be looking at taking that off social media?
That's very true.
Because if she's not doing this, she's playing the same game.
She's playing the same game. It just reminded me of. I don't like mentioning that, man, but you see sometimes I've blocked him on Twitter now. But Nigel Farage should be on the coast with binoculars. Like what?
Oh, are you looking at me?
You'll be there like this.
These PR stunts.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, if you saw a dinghy, what's
he going to do? Yeah, he's going to call. I'm sure the binoculars didn't even take off the cover. He's looking at nothing.
There, he said, I'm watching today.
As if that's a useful use of his time. Honest to God, so ridiculous. But yeah,
he's a mess. He's a mess. But that's the thing. Immigration in this country, use that word. It's a hot topic for people. People love it. People are fearful that someone that with no papers is going to come take their jobs. Unbelievable. No papers.
I think it's all red meat politics in this whole attempt here. Again, I do think there's some elements of truth in it. I definitely do think that, but not from the point of view where she's coming from. You can tell there's an underlying agenda
100%
to have vim for this. Why don't she try and remove some of them, or as I mentioned, the online hate I haven't seen her complain about that. But
100%. Let's move to the throwback segment. This is where we look back at something that's happened during this week. The week beginning the 7th of June in yesteryear. So, Junior, what have you got for us this week?
So I got a throwback to 2009.
Okay.
I guarantee you're not even going to remember this. You're only going to remember this because the last year or two. But June 11th, the outbreak of H1N1 influenza strain, commonly known as swine flu. You know, it was deemed a global pandemic.
Catch it, bin it, kill it. Cheers.
Was that the one? Oh, there was a skank for that, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a skank. It was a swine flu. Yeah. That one we do. It was better.
I didn't even know what swine flu was. Boy, I didn't even know at that time in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I did. Well, I definitely didn't know that it was a global pandemic. I thought it was an epidemic. But yeah, so the flu claimed the lives of 150 to up to 575,000 people, depending on who and what you ask. But a huge death toll. The highest of that death toll actually matches what the US are dealing with right now. So I mean, globally, it didn't have the same impact, but still, like, it's a lot of people who died.
100%.
In Asia as well, and it was I just feel like it was a forgotten flu, because I guess it never really touched our lives to an extent. It never really felt like we were at risk. No schools were shut. The world wasn't stopped and stuff. And so, it just puts into perspective that these things, they do kind of happen periodically, but nothing 100%. To the magnitude of what we're going through now.
If it doesn't affect the Western world, it's not really a thing, innit? That's just the point. Western world, that's the truth of it, innit? If there's a terrorist attack in Paris, it's like, oh my goodness, all over our media. A terrorist attack in India, it happens. That's definitely attitude, That's the attitude.
Well, I guess you're dealing with Ebola until it kind of reaches your shores.
100%.
Then there's a problem. I remember they had a go at Obama because he let back in some medical professionals back into the US. Yeah. Right, and because they were dealing with, why did they let him? Trump, this man didn't even shut one border.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything to him. He's going to go away, disappear. By Easter, disappear.
That man, he needs to face criminal charges for those crimes. He said it will disappear with better weather.
Like a miracle, he'll disappear.
Oh, that guy.
But that was my throwback.
They had a skank. Anyway, my throwback was more recent. Usually I go for something that happened in the 60s, but the 5th of June 2017, which technically was last week, but there we go. Theresa May, when she was campaigning for the general election, when she was Prime Minister, she was asked by ITV News for the naughtiest thing she's done. And she said that she ran through fields of wheat and that upset farmers, which is hilarious to think that, that's she tried to go for the, clean sort of woman image. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's the naughtiest thing she had.
That's not true, man.
Maybe it's true. I don't know.
That's not true. Where did she go? She went Oxbridge, innit?
I think probably.
Them lot were doing the madness. Cameron was messing around with pigs' heads and stuff that. And I'm sure there's some. I don't know. I'm not even going to speculate, but I'm 100% sure. At her big age, the worst thing she did, running through a field of wheat.
That's that PR answer, innit? That media training thing. Innit?
That's something I expect to see on an advert for like Quaker Oats or something like that. Like that's like no one's ever going to complain about that.
Sort of thing. Yeah, no, true. That's why she went for it. But it reminds you, but as you say,
even Michael Gove was like,
That's what I was about to say. My man said, I've done it on several occasions.
They said, put me in charge of trade with Colombia.
I'll sort us out. Medellin. What do you mean Medellin?
Yeah, no Spanish. Put me in ambassador. South America. I'll get the best trade deal ever.
Man, like Lucian Crap, Michael Gove said, several occasions. It's hilarious.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't obviously respect the approach that he had at the time, but I mean, fine, he said it, cool. Barack obviously had a little, at uni as well. So where's this? Like, no, come on. She must have like smashed the window once or something. I'm not buying it.
Because I don't know how many people want to go into political office when they're young that know that aren't going to be a teenager. That gets up to sort of misgivings or misbehaviors and silly stuff, man. Very silly stuff, you know.
More than running through a field of wheat.
Yeah. So on that one, Theresa, mate, you definitely should have known better and gave a more honest answer.
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't be mentioned, but you are.
Yeah, exactly. Looked at several occasions. He said cocaine on several. Not even just
Said you should have been there, my G.
I would have been there several occasions. But that has been another episode of You Should Know Better. And enjoy your week. And make sure you don't do anything that's going to make us say, you should know better. All right, take care, people.
And a bit love and peace.